Jolly, oh you mean? Them girls cooking up a storm. Rodney, Jomo and Hero are home for your hair. It's pam 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 pam. It's fun for the Christmas, sweet fun for the Christmas. They want fun for the Christmas. There's all kind of fun for the Christmas. You can't forget this teeny fan boy. Rodney, Jomo, Hero, the original Canales, real fan man. There we go. Come tell me what you want for Christmas. I want fun. I want fun. Throughout the country for this Christmas. I want fun. Give me fun. I wanna hear the tenor fan for the Christmas. I wanna hear the second fan for the Christmas. I wanna hear the cello fan for the Christmas. I wanna hear the bass fan for the Christmas. Mala, Starlight, Zion Hill Euphonium, Southeast, beating out a storm. You mean Hans John, you give them the melody. With pam 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 pam. It's fun for the Johnny Party, sweet fun for the Christmas. The people want fun for the Christmas. We beat the fun for the Christmas.
All right, yeah, some sweet pan. That's Carlton City Hall for 2023. Give it a good vibe in the morning time here on the Star. 7:47, that's your time. Time now for us to get interactive. Time to share the morning scoop with you. And a reminder to be part of it, 451-7827. That's your number. You can also send us your WhatsApp messages, voice notes at 534-7827. It's yours truly, Eddie Anthony Denny. And he's back. He's back. Morning. How you doing, my brother? Hold on. Microphone off. Yeah, good. That sounds better.
So you say I wake up.
It's fun for the Christmas.
She was fun for the Christmas. No. I find the little thing at Wotola there.
Find a little
that my good friend and former lecturer, Carlton Hall, is suggesting in his music that his only woman has bake.
Not really, no.
So the point is that those pictures that Richard's showing on
woman has baked the better bread and the better cake.
You sure you want to see that, Denny?
All of we just bake, but I'll give them the kudos.
Okay.
Because you're just about to say the nonsense that Richard have on his Facebook page can't class up to what some of them bread pans.
What was I about to say? Say it again, please. Say it again. I want you to say again what I was about to say, please. I beg you.
The nonsense being displayed in a bread pan. Huh?
Huh? We're glad you attack, eh?
Photoshop. Right. I call it Photoshop bread. Huh?
I see.
That's what it look like. You know.
Good morning, Scoopers. Good morning, wherever you are. Check something though.
What's that?
Statistically speaking, if women are better in the kitchen, statistically speaking, that should be reflected in the number of top chefs around the world.
Bakers and chefs are a little different.
No, you're different. You're a pastry chef. You're a different kind of chef.
Right.
You're a different kind of chef. Right. So I use the word chef. But anyhow, let me not get into that argument this morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to those of you who are on the road, whether you're going home or going to work. Those of you who are already on the job, good day to you. Those scoopers who are locked on saying good morning. Val, El Kata, Doreen, and the rest of you who are there who haven't said anything yet, good day to you. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning, and yes, I was out a little bit. Because here, I didn't say, but I'm on a bit of vacation from work because I'm trying to organize a few things for the end of the year. And so those things cause me, to
Is it? They
not be
cost you
available.
or they
Cause
Oh.
me to be unavailable for time's sake, you know. So
Okay. All right.
my apologies to the scoopers.
I ain't seen nothing. We'll have
You
it.
know, it's no
Huh?
secret that you know that
Yeah.
I'm relocating soon.
Yeah.
So I leave St. Vincent and the Grenadines at the end of the year, and there are a number of processes that are still, you know, incomplete that I need to sort out. I have to travel to Barbados soon to do certain things and so on. So, you know, it is how it is. It is how it is. But as much as I can, I'll be in the studio to interact with you guys. I notice that so far for the season, we look dry inside here. There is no table.
Yeah,
You know,
the table starts Monday coming.
the table starts Monday coming.
Yeah.
All right. Scoopers, don't
It's
forget.
a 9 morning table, you know.
Don't forget, Scoopers contribute to the table like I always contribute to the table. And let's get this thing going so we could bring some joy and spread some joy to people across St. Vincent and the Grenadines, to Scoopers
Yep.
across this country.
No doubt as far as that is concerned. So come Monday, look out for the scoop table. By the way, Labondon called and inquired about the scoop table.
So, I mean,
what's
she
that?
intend to win.
Intend to what?
Win.
Intentions are different from
Well,
actuals.
because I am saying there's some people,
Huh?
like,
Proposals are different from actuals.
I agree. So like what you can when could contribute. You could bring some to the table. Yeah, so some people have to be banned from voting on the school table. Right?
Ring about
So
Labon.
so no, Lavon have to contribute. You can't win. So look at all of those our comrades, especially those in diaspora who contribute every year. You know what I mean? So we're happy for them and we're glad that they contribute and make the scoop table a success. Tika, good morning to you. Isel, morning. Anika, good morning. Doreen, good morning. Yes.
Well, your team won. Huh? I
St.
thought about
St.
Chelsea.
Martin's. What you talking about? St. Martin's?
Yeah, St. Martin's.
How many St. Martin's that about? You know, with the junior division of the football.
But West Indies won.
Well, you know,
Huh?
I was trying my best to follow the match. But I wasn't able to follow it on TV because I was off island during the match and so forth, and I wasn't able to follow it on TV. So I had to follow it, follow updates on my phone now.
I see.
You know, and the guys really fought valiantly and did well. You know what is disappointing though, for me, Denny? The fact that two former captains and Calman decided that they would chase money as opposed to
Talking about the central contract.
represent the region.
Yeah, that's very disappointing.
Yeah, I didn't. Puran could do anything. I expect nothing from Puran really. And Kyle, you know, he made a difference in the team. But Jason Holder, I kind of had him in a different regard. Because when I heard that they were making themselves unavailable, and I think one body said they were going to focus on the fitness and one body going to focus on the health. But then I turned on my TV at the Abu Dhabi T10 and they were there.
Well, financial health, financial fitness. Huh?
I see. Thank you for the context, brother.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I
you know.
appreciate that.
You got to be
'Cause,
healthy
come
and
on,
fit
man.
financially. Otherwise, don't have the time for the West Indies who
Exactly.
were in through a poor
Run.
run. With the likes of Belly Maya. Huh? Huh? He's a real hit with that belly, you know. Huh?
Yeah, they need to use Belly Maya's part, the contingent for the meeting on Thursday. Bring him. Yeah, let him beat the belly. Let him beat the belly. Okay, that probably was very funny, and people gonna beat me up for that. So let me apologize to the parties involved because Thursday's event is a very serious event.
Yeah, definitely.
But
we ain't taking away the Belly Maya. That's his name. That's his scoop name.
Belly Maya.
Belly Maya.
Okay, Sherman Belly Maya.
Yeah.
All right. I could work with that. Then yeah, I don't think the government of St. Vincent and Grenadines and specifically Dr. Gonzalez is being given the kind of credit he deserves for being one of the key figures in brokering, first of all, this meeting between the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela and the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, two nations in conflict. Understand the backdrop that you have a parliamentary resolution from Guyana that says, look, we ain't talking to the Venezuelans about this period. That's with the ICJ. That's it. And you have a referendum with the result and the declaration coming out from Venezuela. That then sets off a chain of events that threatens the peace and stability of our region. And look, to have a conference in this country that involves major players in our hemisphere, we're talking about Lula, the president of Brazil, the president of Venezuela, president of Guyana, you know, is remarkable when you look at the fact that Venezuela is one of the smallest countries, one of the smallest states in this region. The only country that has a smaller population than us, independent state, is Dominica. But Dominica is bigger than we. They have a smaller population, but they have a larger land mass. Well, no, that's not necessarily true. Yeah, we have Antigua and St. Kitts as well too.
Don't forget Montserrat.
Right. Well, as an independent state.
Well, okay. Fair
Right.
enough.
Right. So I slip up there, but yes, there's St. Kitts and there's Antigua.
Barbuda.
Yeah. Smaller population sizes. St. Kitts and Antigua, smaller land masses, but Dominica, a larger land mass. So we are one of these small players. And it makes me want to ask Denny to dig into the archives and pull out footprints from Little Chris. Well, that was his name when he sang it, eh? I know his name now, but when he sang it, he named Little Chris. You understand? Because for this small country to be in the forefront of this move, this arrangement, this attempt at peace is remarkable. Now, we must point out that St. Vincent and the Grenadines has been and continues to be consistent in our call for mature diplomacy and negotiations in times of conflict. We did it years ago with the Palestinian question. Before this thing happened now, people may not have been following previously because there was now a 2-month war where almost 20,000 Palestinians have died, have been killed, have been murdered. Because they died because after using the language consistently, if we're saying on October 7th, 1400 Israelis were killed or murdered or massacred, then what has gone on since then in Palestine is the same thing. So 18,000 Palestinians have been killed, murdered, and massacred by Israeli forces. Even before this happened, our Prime Minister, our government has written on that question, urging mature diplomacy and a refusal, or maybe not refusal, but the not to use force. When the conflicts occurred in Ukraine, again, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, through our Prime Minister, wrote urging peace, encouraging nonviolent solutions, and offered ourselves as a broker, as a mediator, offered ourselves to play any role in bringing the parties to the table so that there can be a non-violent attempt at a solution to this conflict. Most recently with Israel-Palestine, you see again St. Vincent and the Grenadines co-sponsoring a resolution in the General Assembly calling for a ceasefire because our country consistently believes that whenever there's a conflict, once you are talking, once parties are at the table, that helps in reducing the temperature. Keeping hostilities down because the parties are speaking. But some people seem not to have been paying attention. So now that we have a conflict right on our doorstep, and in the case of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, with member states that we have close relationships with, because we function both bilaterally and in multilateral organizations. We are part of CARICOM, as in the case of Guyana. We are part of ALBA, as in the case of Venezuela. And we are all a part of CELAC. This is right on our doorstep and involves member states that we all are members of one union or the other. So it's in our interest to act and act in the same way. But because in this case we are President pro tempore of CELAC, our Prime Minister is the longest serving Prime Minister in the region, respected for his longevity of service and his experience, his wisdom that comes with that. Surely one would expect that St. Vincent and Grenadines would be one of the first to put up its hand in such a situation. And we have. So Dr. Gonzalez, as he has done in other situations, wrote to his friends, and he's able to say, "Dear Nicholas, an orphan." Of course, Denny and I wouldn't get that opportunity, but if we do, we'd have to say, "His Excellency, Mr. President." But because of the relationship with Guyana, because of the relationship with Venezuela, I don't know if many people remember, again, Dr. Gonzalez's stance in the aftermath of the Guyana elections. Consistent. So he's respected because of that consistency. He's able to write, "Dear Orphan and Nicholas." And with the assistance of his other friend, the man who said to him, "Look, this second time around when I'm being inaugurated president," because I was inaugurated the first time, well, 2 terms, "I want you come to be a part of my inauguration." I'm talking about Lula, president of Brazil. In concert with the president of Brazil, and maybe many individuals don't understand the power of Brazil and its presidency, and in specific, or specifically speaking, Lula, because this man was instrumental in forming CELAC, which is the organization that we know President Tempore of. And when he lost, or he didn't lose, he stepped away from politics. The right-wing presidents in Brazil mashed up the thing. And so That is why CELAC had not been functioning for a while. It took the re-election of Lula to see a resurgence of CELAC. Brazil is also instrumental in a trade bloc in Latin and South America called Mercosur. So when you have a player like Brazil, you remember, as many of you may have heard the term or the acronym BRICS, BRICS, that talked about the emerging economies. And this was years ago, because following the BRICS, they had what we call the mints.
Yep.
And back then, 15 years ago, when the idea of the BRICS was floated, the economies that were emerging that would take over, or at least that would move from developing into developed. The B in BRICS stands for Brazil.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, if my memory serves me right, Brazil is within one of the top 10 economies globally. And one of the, economies come with your gross domestic product. And they probably have one of the largest GDPs globally. I mean, outside of the big players like the US and Russia and China, Brazil.
But you mentioned those countries, Denny.
Right.
They work clumped together. B stands for Brazil,
Right.
R is Russia, I is India,
China.
C is China,
Right.
and S is South Africa.
There you go.
So when you talk about how massive the Chinese economy is, and the Russian economy with its oil and natural gas, understand that Brazil is a player right there in among those big boys.
Serious player. Serious player. Globally, that is.
Of course.
Yeah.
Brazil is rich in minerals, absolutely rich in minerals. And so,
let me read this. Let me just it
Yes.
says, Brazil, it is a upper middle income developing mixed economy. In 2023, according to the International Monetary Fund, Brazil has the 9th largest gross domestic product, GDP, in the world, and has the 8th largest purchasing power parity, PPP. This PM Gonzalez spoke about recently concerning this whole matter of the salaries and things of the nature. So, purchasing power parity, 8th in the world. 2.126 trillion nominal for 2023. And the PPP stands at $4.101 trillion 2023 estimated value.
And mind you, a year and a half ago, Brazil was having some problems,
Was that?
A year and a half ago, Brazil was having some problems because they had President Bolsonaro,
Right.
the far-right, ultra-conservative president,
The Trumpian.
who didn't seem to have such a firm grip on what was happening in Brazil. They're still a major player, but it's remarkable to see what Lula has done within a year of taking the presidency.
By the way, Argentina seems to have gone rogue.
Well,
Huh?
yeah,
With their new president.
yeah. Well, the thing is,
Left to the scene, though.
many individuals, and we'll come back to the issue of Guyana because I will talk more, but many commentators, and I read an article just on the weekend about that, the new president, he made some really quote-unquote outlandish claims during his campaign. But there was such discontentment with the political class that he just appeared to be refreshing, especially to younger voters. So to win an election like that with 56% defeating a former vice president, was in fact quite remarkable. But while he won the presidency, in terms of local government and so forth, he has very little. I think he has 7 out of 80 something governors and maybe 8 out of 200 and something mayors. So the party itself doesn't have much control of local government. And one of the criticisms he was making during the campaign was to essentially starve local government and make everything federal. You know, but he would not be able to make good on that promise because he'd be like a sitting duck. And so now he has to make alliances with. So what is happening now is a lot of his, or some of his potential ministers are actually from the former president's party. Because the president, through his support, the former president from a different party, through his support behind him, that is why he was able to defeat the main challenger in the elections. So you can expect a toning down both of rhetoric and actions, and he may because then it's an interesting thing, and don't get lost, listeners. He's a contradiction, you know. He's a contradiction. He is a conservative who believes in free market.
Wow.
Yeah, ultra. So, it's kind of like a China. You know, I'm a communist, but I have a free market economy kind of thing. So it's left to be seen what he does, but he has made some serious promises, and he's, you know, based on the promises he made during his campaign, people are going to hold him. If they hold him to the fire, he might find that it's very rocky ahead because he has a 140% inflation to deal with. He was talking about pegging, getting rid of the peso and using the US dollar as national currency and so on. All of these things I think that he talked about that he may not be able to follow through on. So we go see how that go. But and so you know, as you're talking, you have countries like Brazil, Argentina, you know, Chile, major players in South America, major economies. And we're able to work with Lula, president of Brazil, Roosevelt Scarrett, prime minister of Dominica, who's the current chair of CARICOM. And we are able to broker, at least for now, a situation, an agreement where both leaders have decided to come to the table. And that is remarkable. That is remarkable. I was looking at the press conference on Saturday, and one of the individuals, I think the individual Starbrook News, I believe, who broke the story of the letter online in Guyana, asked a question. The question was, based on Venezuela's declaration and the Guyana's resolution, what exactly is the point of the meeting? What do you expect to achieve? And Prime Minister answered him, and I quote him verbatim, but he basically said, the idea is to have them talking. The idea is to have them talking. We may not yet see the significance of St. Vincent and the Grenadines' intervention. But when the history of this conflict is concluded, be assured that St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and specifically Ralph Gonsalves as Prime Minister, would feature prominently as one of the players who sought to bring a peaceful resolution, or at least put things in place to try and achieve a peaceful resolution to this conflict. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to be political and say, where is Friday on this one? What has been the NDP's position on this one? Did you hear the NDP's position on Ukraine, or have you heard an NDP position on the conflict involving the Palestinians and the Israelis? Have you heard, have you read, have you seen a party position on this ongoing conflict that threatens to engulf CARICOM? Or was Godwin Friday to be in the red room? I mean, PM does do the commerce can too, no? And he's do the best to go down and come up. But he also finds time for what is important and doing the work of the people. But one Saturday night in the red room and Jeffrey can't find time to pen his party's position on the current conflict. He tired? He sleepy? What me? You had a hangover? But with everything Dr. Gonzalez is doing, managing savings revenues, engaging in budgetary the budgetary consultations, traveling to deliver an address at the COP, having meetings, bilateral and otherwise. And yes, finding time to socialize and so on with his constituents, people of St. Vincent de Grenadines, the young people, whomever. He still is able to focus on the work of the people and the work of the region to ensure that working with other leaders, they can make efforts into finding a solution to a long-standing conflict. Is 1800s we're talking about, you know? Is 1800s we're talking about, you know? What a thing that something that has been going on for so long, where the parties have decided we can't come to any amicable solution. We even going to talk. We even going to talk. Dr. Gonzalez could say, work with our leaders. No. We need to get you guys to the table. We need to get you guys to the table because this conflict is bigger than Guyana and Venezuela. This conflict is bigger than Guyana and Venezuela. This is a region of peace, a zone of peace. This is a zone of peace. And any escalation to the actual use of force may well invite foreign operatives that have their own agenda and are not concerned too much about maintaining the peace and security of our region, but fostering their own agendas. Which will threaten further our peace and security in this region. And so before it gets to any of that, come to the table, let me sit down and let me talk. For those of you who, as we say in our Vincentian parlance, hate Ralph like poison, your hatred renders you incapable of recognizing and appreciating the significance of what he's doing. Unfortunately. But those of us who are balanced, are devoid of that hatred, even if you may not support Dr. Gonzalez politically, you recognize that, hey, I don't support you, but I don't hate you. I'm able to see what you're doing, and I commend and congratulate you for your efforts. And the ULP, the party that he leads, stands resolute in support of the actions of our government in bringing the parties together to talk so that we can escape or prevent the possibility of escalation of the conflict that may lead to actual violence We want a non-violent solution to this conflict, and we are willing to play our part as a. That is why St. Vincent de Grenadines said, friends of all, we strive for a better world. And that's what you can do when you are friends of all. You my friend. Yes, and you're also my friend. So as my two friends, let me hold both of your hands and bring you to the table. When you start picking sides, it renders you incapable of being a neutral arbiter. We are friends of all. And so we could write to all. And we could speak with all. And we can do our part. We can always offer ourselves as a nation that can work in the best interest of both parties. Let's come together. Let's talk. Well, Bill Johnny say that Leacock has issued the party's position on the conflict. Well, I didn't know Leacock was the party, but maybe he's the one responsible for foreign affairs. I don't know. I thought it was Chris Bramble too. I thought Leacock was supposed to be the National Security Minister who in fire Commissioner of Police.
Already, I may be wrong, but I know he was making the claim that Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves was yet to declare to the nation his position relative to the dispute, the ongoing dispute. Whilst we're fully aware, and it was said here on the Morning Scoop, it was said on NBC Radio,
he's not
so many different forums. Gonsalves' position and St. Vincent and Grenadines' ultimately position with regards. Yeah. But the whole matter of politicking and things of the like. I didn't hear a position being presented. So, Bill Johnny, you could guide us. You say what?
Oh.
All right.
I see. Yeah. Well, listen, at this point, we appreciate what you're doing. And now that I think we have to take a break, I'll ask Denny to facilitate the playing of
when we come back.
All right.
Good. That's not the name of the song, right? The name when we come back.
Oh, the name now we go in.
Folks, it happens on Sunday. Come in, prepare yourself, get ready for the ULP Christmas lunch.
On Sunday, December 17th, the Unity Labour Party invites all to its Christmas lunch from 12 noon at the ULP headquarters, Murray's Road. This year, we have a menu with options galore, and you don't know how Labour does do it. So come, get your ham, chicken, fish, roast beef, pork, and hear this one. Wild meat. Yes, wild meat. Price per plate is $60. The bar rock solid like the comrade, hard fitted. So on Sunday, December 17th, all pot turned down as the ULP hosts its annual Christmas lunch from midday at party headquarters, Murray's Road. Happy holidays from the Unity Labour Party. December 12th. There'll be thousands of dollars to be won. A lotto jackpot of $325,000. A new home, car, or that college education.
Lotto, you have to be in it to win it.
Next lotto jackpot, $325,000.
More reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
$1,400,000. That's the Super 6 jackpot for midday Tuesday, December 12th. It's $1,400,000.
More jackpot money. More reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot.
Out with the old, in with the new. In the past, you complained when we failed. We listened and went back to the drawing board. At last, a new, fresh beginning. A fresh face, a new product. International Standard Metals A792 presents Galvaloon, an aluminum roofing metal, branded best used for roofing material, tested and proven to be of superior quality. Get wider coverage for the best prices on the island. We offer a variety of colors, including zinc sheets, paints. Also, take advantage of our unique roofing patterns, U-panel, industrial, and crimp Spanish style. Visit us at the Diamond Industrial Estate. Call us at 784-456-9900 or email bmlsvg@gmail.com. Galvaloom, a product of International Standard Metals.
I hear that Gunsam's master paint is great and the quality is really good. You know anything about that?
Last year, I bought paint at Gunsam's for the inside of the house and it looks great.
Do they have paint for the outside too?
Yes, Gunsam's has paint for the inside, outside, concrete and galvanized roof and floors.
You convinced me. I think I'm going to try master paint. I sure hope I get a good price.
Well, you won't be disappointed. They have 15% going right now.
Only 15% discount? I could get higher discount somewhere else.
Hold on, friend. Remember, all discounts are not alike. It's what you pay that counts. Go to Gunsam's for the best quality paints.
Visit Gunsam's Hardware on Granby Street between the NIS car park and KCCU.
Deck your home with brand new floors this holiday season and embrace the spirit of transformation with District Stairs, SVG's exclusive Christmas till January promotion. Elevate your living space with a range of home improvement projects. From a sleek kitchen upgrade to enhancing your staircase, we've got you covered. Immerse yourself in a wonderland of deals with a special December promotion. We're offering vouchers up to $3,000 towards any kitchen or home improvement project, along with a 10% discount on all pre-orders of our luxury vinyl flooring. That's not all. The season of giving continues into January 2024. We're giving 2 lucky customers the chance to win a $5,000 voucher towards any home improvement project, helping you create the space of your dreams. For more information, visit us on the first floor of the Carrez building, opposite floor. Call us at 456-7649 or 496-7648. Terms and conditions apply.
At the People's Pharmacy, we've put our mission at the center of our name. We are people-centered, and every day we renew this commitment to providing products and services that help our valued customers lead healthier and happy lives. The People's Pharmacy fills prescriptions promptly and accurately, and also offers a wide range of vitamins and supplements, plus generic medication for everything from an upset stomach to the common cold. We offer toiletries and baby care items, skin care and hair care items too. All that coupled with a friendly, knowledgeable, and efficient staff to ensure customer satisfaction every time you shop. The People's Pharmacy offers extended opening hours, 8 in the morning to 8 p.m., Mondays through Saturdays. For more information, give us a call at 456-1170. The People's Pharmacy. We go further to serve you better.
General Hardware has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And now, get the same low prices on all your light hardware needs. This holiday season, get 20% off all paints, windows, and doors at General Hardware Supplies. That's the lowest price anywhere in SVG. So this Christmas, come to General Hardware at Arnisville for all your painting, building, and light hardware needs. Cause nobody beats the General with this massive 20% off paints, windows, and doors. Bring the colors of the world into your home with Kaleidoscope paints. Now available at General Hardware Supplies.
Oh my gosh, is that James Bond?
No, the name is Bonanza. Christmas Bonanza.
It's Korea's Food Mart. 7 days to Christmas Bonanza. Spend $40 or more to get a chance to win daily $500 in groceries. From December 18th to December 23rd. Grand prize draw on December 24th with a whopping first prize, $3,000.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Second prize, $1,500. And third prize, $1,000. To enter, fill out the entry form and drop it in the box provided. Promotion starts December 8th, 2023. Shop now and win big with Korea's Food Mart. 7 days to Christmas Bonanza.
Merry Christmas.
Korea's Distribution Limited. Terms and conditions apply.
Christmas time again, boy. And it's barrel time again. You know, barrel.
be merrier.
Are you clearing barrels, boxes, / cargo this Christmas season? Then here are a few things to consider to make the process much easier. Prior to arrival at the Port Authority, collect all necessary clearance documents from your shipping agency. Ensure they inform you on the location of your goods, whether Port Kingstown, the Geese Shed, or Camden Park. And remember, when approaching the Port Authority, a valid ID is required. We now accept credit / debit card payments at the following locations: Cash Office Tailgate Kingstown, Port Admin Office Kingstown, Cruise Ship Terminal Cash Office, and Camden Park Cash Office. For your convenience, we have extended our cargo clearance opening hours. Friday, December 15th, 4 to 6 p.m. Saturday, December 16th, 1 to 4 p.m. Wednesday, 20th, 21st, and 22nd December, 4 to 6 p.m. And Saturday, December 23rd, 1 to 6 p.m. Season's greetings to all from the SVG Port Authority. You can marry the idyllic view of the outside to the warmth and comfort of the inside. No more barriers to that perfect panoramic view, filling up the entire room with natural light and cool breezes, creating that seamless transition between here and there. Discover the beauty of our bifold patio doors from Kendra's aluminum products. Two spaces have now become one smooth flowing space with a simple flick of a handle. Blur the lines and make your sanctuary spectacular. Enjoy outdoor living from the inside out with a touch of modern elegance. Transform your living spaces. A room with a view now belongs to only you. Visit our showrooms today and ask about our bifold patio doors. Another quality product from Kendra's Aluminum. Kendra's Aluminum Products exports to all islands in the Caribbean region. Call our export team today for assistance. Kendra's Aluminum Products Limited, a tradition of
National
excellence.
Lotteries Authority is giving you more this Christmas when you purchase an Instacash ticket. Yes. Buy a bingo or cash stash ticket and you can win ham or grog instantly. Instacash, fast, easy to play, and you can win instant ham or grog for the holidays. Get your winning coupons dated ham or grog at any Lotto agent and redeem at the NLA headquarters, Falls Avenue. Non-winning coupons will state Happy Christmas. Eligible coupons can be redeemed up to January 15th, 2024. Promotion ends December 31st, 2023. Win instant ham or grog. NLA terms and conditions apply.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Tourism has many benefits to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It creates growth and a boost in economic activities, infrastructure development, job creation, entrepreneurship, and is a source of foreign exchange earnings. Supermarkets and vendors, bars, restaurants, taxis, tour guides, hotels, service providers, and many more all benefit directly from income gained through the tourism industry. Taxes collected from yachties and cruise ship passengers help St. Vincent's economy and its growth. Tourism is everyone's business. Live it, love it, embrace it.
Tourism is everyone's business. Live it, love it,
More money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
$1,400,000. That's the Super 6 jackpot for midday Tuesday, December 12th. It's $1,400,000.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger
SVG,
jackpot.
get ready for the Winlot Inc. WICB Under 15 50 Overs Cricket Tournament. Come see a showcase of the future of Winland Islands cricket in their quest to reign supreme. Games are from 9:30 a.m. daily. It all starts on Tuesday, December 12th, with SVG taking on Dominic at Park Hill and St. Lucia versus Grenada at Cumberland. Wednesday, December 13th, St. Vincent and the Grenadines will play St. Lucia at Park Hill with Grenada versus Dominic at Cumberland. Then on Friday, December 15th, SVG will be up against Grenada at Park Hill and Dominica versus St. Lucia at the Cumberland playing field. There's the third place playoff at Cumberland with the grand final at Park Hill playing field on Sunday, December 17th. The Winlot Inc. WICB Under 15 50 Overs Cricket Tournament, powered by Super 6. Bigger jackpots, more chances to win. On Sunday, December 17th, the Unity Labour Party invites all to its Christmas lunch from 12 noon at the ULP headquarters at Norris Road. This year, we have a menu with options galore, and you don't know how Labour does do it. So come, get your ham, chicken, fish, roast beef, pork, and hear this one. Wild meat, Yes, wild meat. Price per plate is $60. The bar rock solid like the comrade, hard fitted. So on Sunday, December 17th, all pot turned down as the ULP hosts its annual Christmas lunch from midday at party headquarters Murray's Road. Happy holidays from the Unity Labour Party.
On the world map, we are but a tiny dot. No diamond, no gold, just we human resource. But we are blessed with a visionary leader who inspires we to bring out what's noble in we. The embassy don't tell all are we ain't better than nobody, but equally nobody ain't better than we. And with small size is no impediment for Vinci to contribute impactfully on the world stage. God said, the size of a man is the size of his mind, the size of his brain, that's the height of his aim. Whatever we might conceive, with job we can achieve. The more we unite, the more challenges we'll fight. Now we're making great strides, tiny SVG is now the envy of bigger countries, yes, both regionally and internationally. This tiny state, we're punching above we went. We might be small, yes, but we footprint large and in charge. Ambassador King, we UN permanent rep, was just president of ECOSOC. We the smallest country ever in its history to hold this position at the United Nations. True in the red tiny SPG did play a leading role to set the next UN sustainable development goals. Come 2020, we will also be the smallest ever country to sit at the table of the UN Security Council. Now you know the size of a man is the size of his mind, the size of his brain, that's the height of his aim. Whatever we might conceive, with job we can achieve. The more we unite, the more challenges we'll fight. Now we're making great strides, tiny SVG is now the envy of bigger countries, yes, both regionally and internationally. This time set, we're punching above we went. We might be small, yes, but we footprint large and in charge. Vinci Mars, we premier natural fusion in this hemisphere. There's none to compare. And the music so unique and infectious, millions around the globe keep craving for more and more. Beketiza, it was sung and remixed in 8 different languages. Kevin Little still turning them on. I know that Fimba has the whole world still in a bliss, minding their funky business. Skinny family, mash up the road, mash down TNT. Now you see, the size of a man is the size of his mind. The size of his brain, that's the height of his head. Whatever we minds conceive, with Jah we can achieve. The more we unite, the more challenges we fight. Now we're making great strides. Tiny SVG is now the envy of bigger countries. Yes, both regionally and internationally. This tiny state, we punching above we went. We might be small, yes, but we footprint large and in charge.
Yeah, large and in charge, footprint large. That's Little Chris. That was about what, 4 years ago, 2019, thereabout. Yeah, somewhere there. That rendition, of course. From
That's when he was little and Chris. Maybe now. Saw him performing last carnival. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
So he's big Chris.
He's Chris.
Wallace Christopher, good morning to you. You and your lady, the mother of Chris and Chris. What's the name of Chrissy? What's her name again?
It's Christiana Christopher. Christiana's the girl.
Christiana's the girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't remember. his
All
name.
right. I ain't gonna nobody. I ain't gonna miscall nobody name, eh? But yes, those two amazing children from the family who have stamped their mark on Calypso here, in junior Calypso here in St. Vincent, and going to be inciting, surpassing Man Kemi and even Lezai, who went before them.
Don't make Kemi here as well.
Listen to me. Way surpassing man. You know the most memorable performance of Kemi ever for me.
Well, what was that?
I want to make a guess. Ever. The most memorable performance of Man Kemi ever. For me, that stands out in my mind. It's memorable, it's remarkable, I can't forget it. Years ago.
Can't be so common performance
No,
recently.
absolutely not. Years ago, years and years ago, as I was still young, there was a song contest at the Peace Memorial Hall.
Well, I don't know that.
And Man Kemi did the song from Walter Porter, is it? So Walter Porter did the song in The Guy Who Crashed.
Right, Walter Porter.
And there's a young lady from, I think, Prospect Brighton who won. She sang Superwoman. She sang Superwoman and she won. She had a beautiful voice. But most people thought that Kemi should have won. Kemi was a little boy, came out on a cot on the stage in his pajamas and so on, and he got up and he started to sing the song. And listen to me, to this day, I cannot remember a more memorable performance from Man Kemi than that one. So it wasn't a Kemi original, it wasn't a Wallace original, it was a Walter Porter song. And Wallace can remember this, I'm sure. And Kemi performed. Because it was something else. It just stuck to my mind and I have not been able to forget it. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to witness that. Maybe I was just not around during those times.
Maybe it was probably either late 1980s or early 1990s.
I wasn't here.
Yeah,
I wasn't in St. Vincent.
What's the name of the song again, boy? The song from Walter Porter again, boy? What's the name of the song? Give me the song, no man. The popular song, no man.
Walter Porter, Join the Line.
No, a ballad he did.
Oh,
the ballad.
I don't know.
It's Walter? I'm sure it's Walter. Wallace, help me out, no man. You know the thing. Yeah, I'm sure it's Walter. It's a ballad. Oh my word. No, a woman for a man in Walter Porter. Walter Porter, there's Homer.
That's Theo Homer.
Yeah, that's Theo Homer. So it's Rochelle Bruce did it. Rochelle, listen to me.
So it's Theo Homer?
No, not Theo.
Oh, okay.
The song will come to me. The song will come to me eventually. Anyway, go ahead then. You talk while I try to remember the song because I ain't gonna focus. Because I try to remember the song. I can't remember the song. Oh my Lord.
The name of the song. Well, we just got about another 15 more minutes remaining before we wrap it up indeed here on a Tuesday morning. And I like the line that Sion took this morning. Of course, Little St. Vincent and the Grenadines, 150 square miles, 110,000 people. We have a developing economy and an economy at this point in time where the GDP ranges somewhere in the region of between 2 to 2.5 billion Eastern Caribbean dollars. We've mushroomed over the last 23 years and counting. PM Gonzalez would have reminded us that when the ULP came to office, the last budget presented, or not the last budget presented, but the gross domestic product of St. Vincent and the Grenadines in terms of dollars stood at just over 800 million Eastern Caribbean dollars. Today, we're closer to 2.5 billion. 2.5 billion, 3 times what we were 23 years ago. And you look around this little country of ours, and there have been significant transformational projects, programs implemented that have certainly uplifted us over this last 23 years and counting, hence the reason why we have stepped up and certainly become a major player regionally. There are now a lot of Caribbean countries who look to St. Vincent and the Grenadines for guidance, who look to St. Vincent and the Grenadines for input on matters with regards to regional and international impact, if I can put it like that. And the main reason for that is that we have a leader by the name of Ralph E. Gonsalves, who have demonstrated over the years that he's not one to idly sit by, but one who engages, one who has that charisma, character to sit and talk with any world leader, no matter what country. Kings and the queens, prince and the princesses, presidents, prime ministers, emirs, whatever they call. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves has demonstrated that he has quite naturally the ability to do so. And it has placed this little gem we call St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the high echelons globally. That's why we were able to convince 185 countries to say yes for this little dot to take a seat on the United Nations Security Council for 2 years. Never ever achieved by any other small island developing state. Canada has a huge economy, incomparable. We can't compare to what the Canadians do from an economic standpoint. But they've been trying for years to take a seat and the United Nations Security Council and have been doing so unsuccessfully. You throw off all kind of grand party and all kind of artists and all them kind of stuff, but it didn't work. Correct. Diplomacy. Correct. That is what worked for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Friends of many, enemies of none. Respected, very important, the sovereignty of every single country globally, but not being sucked into your ideologies and being quite forthright as far as that is concerned. And we have certainly, along the way, established a lot of relationships and built and fortified, if I can say that, those that existed. Cubans, Venezuelans. And we have gained significant respect globally. That is why we're now pro tempore president of CELAC. We spoke this morning about the whole matter of Brazil being a major global player from an economic standpoint. The 9th largest gross domestic product globally comes out of Brazil. All right. St. Vincent and the Grenadines leads a group that includes Brazil, includes Argentina, Venezuela, Guyana, other Caribbean territories, and other Latin American countries. And at this point in time, where there's a dispute between Venezuela and Guyana, little St. Vincent and the Grenadines again putting its hand up through Prime Minister Dr. Al Gonsalves to invite both countries to come and sit around the table. Forget about the grandstanding. Forget about the squabbling. We sit down and talk and try to come up with a resolution as to what is currently taking place. And as you said, it starts first with the discussion, and you have to start talking. Because it's like you and your neighbor, you know, you're not talking in the square, and you watch one another. It ain't helping nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, talk.
Yep.
And it is going to start right here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Absolutely.
Thursday coming. All right? There might be a little bit of an inconvenience because President Maduro, Venezuelan president, of course. I remember the last time when President Chavez was here, the security levels were high. They took no chances.
Yes.
Right? And the same more or less will apply to President Maduro. And we having two head of state, or two presidents on island, and therefore a lot will be demanded from us from a security standpoint. Mind you, so the Venezuelans, and then, of course, I know the Guyanese will also work with their security detail.
Yeah.
To ensure.
If you also remember when the Cuban president was there, he walked with his own vehicle.
Correct.
So chances are that President Maduro may do something similar. Isn't Lula supposed to be here as well?
Yes, President Lula is supposed to be here.
So it's more than two presidents. So it's three presidents you're talking about.
Presidents.
You're talking President Lula, President Maduro, and President Ali.
You're correct.
You know, and so you expect. I mean, this goes beyond. You understand what happens when one president comes, which is the Cuban president, or the Taiwanese president, or the president of the General Assembly. But when you have three presidents, and these are presidents, like, for example, if you notice with both Cuba and Taiwan, they walk with large contingents. 1 second, Denny. I'm gonna take this.
Very well. It even brings me to the question. Of course, St. Vincent and the Grenadines come next year. We'll be hosting CELAC conference right here in this country of ours, and it will therefore mean that all 33 countries will be represented. We're talking about the CELAC meeting to take place next year.
Yes. Oh, that's going to be a logistical. The closest I ever came to that, or rather, I think when you look at, for example, Manhattan, that is much bigger than St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Much million people live in Manhattan alone on that island. And they accommodate the GA of 100 and something leaders. We've never had all 192. You know, you'd probably have 80 something, depending on thing. And they won't all be there at the same time because they speak on different days. However, the security considerations are there for the entire week of what is called the high level segment. That is going to be what is going to happen in St. Vincent and Grenadines, you know.
Definitely.
And listen, when you go to, I know Vincentians who aren't familiar with what occurs during these type of things. Anywhere in the world, there is a high-level meeting, and it's called a high level because leaders, heads of state and governments attend these meetings. The security considerations present logistical and traffic nightmares for commuters and motorists, pedestrians. In Manhattan, streets are completely blocked off. Completely blocked off. When I did the COP in Germany, same thing happened. When I did the COP in Morocco, so I've attended a few high-level sessions. And so Vincentians are, well, first of all, we're going to have to be sensitized about what to expect. Because once vehicles are moving through traffic, it's going to stop.
Yep.
So during that time, you're going to have to leave extremely early or extremely late. Because during that period where things are moving, it is going to present serious inconvenience to you regarding the traffic. And you have to expect that because that is the norm. That is the norm. So, like Dennis is saying, we have gone past the days when St. Vincent and the Grenadines only recognition is a flag flying, a Vinci flag being caught with a ship, flying a Vinci flag being caught with the largest cocaine bust in the world at the time. Or our Prime Minister goes on a television program and embarrasses himself, or Commissioner of Police goes on a radio program in England and embarrasses himself. Those things, those days are gone completely. And it's a new dispensation for us so that when people say St. Vincent and the Grenadines or hear St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it brings a different image.
We have a call just before we wrap, so let's accommodate. Hello, good morning. Good morning, you're live.
We can't hear you at all.
Can't hear the call
and I
at
think
all.
that's our fault.
That's very, 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 very low. Caller, you hearing us? Very faint. You'll have to call us back, unfortunately. I don't know what is the problem, or apologies, but try calling back and let's see if we can have a better sound coming from you. We've been having some technical problems with regards to our phone system as of late. I do hope that problem is not rearing its head again. But let's see what happens this time around. Hello, good morning.
Hey, thanks for taking the call again. I forget to disengage Bluetooth. Remember, I'm not technical.
When you have these old people who are to play young people.
All right, that's it. Yeah, I just want to mention two more things, right?
Yes.
In terms of when they have the General Assembly of the UN. Two more things that's significant that happens in terms of security. All the USPS mailboxes for blocks and around are taken up. So normally in a given day, they probably let in the box.
Yes.
All manhole covers are welded shut. So you're not going to come have a sneaker from down in the tunnel.
Yep.
From Mediterranean tunnel.
Yep.
Very, very important. This is how seriously
Yep.
Security is handled. I mean, I know because I worked at the Ford Foundation which is a block away.
And on
42nd and 2nd there.
and on the day that the president of America is speaking, the airspace is also shut.
Yep.
Absolutely. That is how serious security is given to the
Yep. Once it's a high level segment, the security considerations go through the roof.
And that's why it's important that you what you do here to go ahead and decide and control ready now.
Yeah.
That they could know what to expect. All right.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much.
gentlemen.
Take care. All right.
Well, 9 o'clock, that's our time here now. It's Tuesday morning, but what is going to take place here on Thursday? We certainly have to recognize the fact that once again, St. Vincent and the Grenadines coming to the table in a very big way. Because should we allow what is taking place, that dispute, ongoing dispute between Guyana and Venezuela, to continue to fester? There's a possibility that this quiet and serene region, we ain't accustomed to them kind of Gaza thing and Ukraine and bombers flying over and all them kind of stuff, you know.
Yep.
That's not what this region is all about.
Yep.
Peaceful, tranquil, quiet. That's why we have so many tourists passing through these areas, and you know, if such is to happen, it is going to have serious repercussions.
Yep.
Serious negative impact on the economies of these countries. Economies are at this point in time trying to get themselves back up and running. We can't forget, of course, the COVID-19 pandemic that dealt a significant blow to global economies and also economies within the region. And specifically here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, a double whammy with the 32 volcanic eruptions that we had. We are on the mend. We are bouncing back and doing so in a big way. This is a gem we call St. Vincent and the Grenadines, one of the leading players within the region. Outside of the same Guyana, who's squaring up right now, trying to protect their own. Outside of Guyana, we had the biggest growth in the gross domestic product, largest economic growth, SPG. So we can't.
And Denny, and they're trying to dispute that because it is their narrative.
Yeah. We know that.
Yeah.
Right. So we can't afford to have another exogenous shock. And I know laughing matter, you know, but we cannot have something like that having the kind of impact on this rebounding economy here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I say people talk, oh, the gas price is too high. You're going to supermarkets, things are high. You know what happening? The war is still going on in Ukraine. Huh? Israel is still being merciless in the Gaza Strip.
Things happening
that is impacting the price of fuel. And fuel touches every single thing. I except from, you know, and I mentioned it yesterday, stuff that come out of the soil. Outside of that, and even that, you know, the, one way or the other might just very well need some fuel, right? But it is the area where it's not wholly and solely dependent on fuel. But outside of that, every other thing that is done requires the use of fuel. And anytime anything happens globally, from a negative standpoint,
we know it was, yeah.
Prices go up. Venezuela, by the way, Venezuela is the fifth largest, just remember this, the fifth largest oil producer globally. Never mind the Americans trying to squeeze the lifeblood out of their economy and have billions of dollars for the Venezuelan people held up in U.S. banks. Right? But fifth largest oil producer in the world.
Only the U.S. could do something like that and get away with it.
Yeah. So you could imagine what will happen if they become entangled in a dispute where force is used, where it gets to the level where there's a war. You see the problem immediately for us.
We're trying to avoid the use of force, the threat of the use of force.
I'll back on through the wind if that's to happen. Under speed. So I'm happy that the discussion is about to take place, and it's happening here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I'm looking forward for the best.
Absolutely.
All right. So big up your Prime Minister, big up your country. Enough respect to one and all. Small but with Talawa. Friends of many, enemies of none. That's why President Lula Maduro and her finale coming here on Thursday.
Almost sound like you just renamed the president, the boy, President Lula Maduro. Sound as if you almost renamed the man.
Something like that.
Yeah, President Lula Maduro. Like, who's that? Lula Maduro? Who's that?
They're no such person.
There's no such person. But I'm just being an idiot this morning. But we wish the meeting well.
Yes.
And we would continue to do our part as a broker for peace globally, as an honest broker for non-violent solutions to conflict. We would wish the meeting well and hope that it is resolved in the best interests of both countries.
And on that note, well, imagine I turn off my own mic.
Your own mic. You really ready to go, boy? Turn off the mic before you go.
On that note, this is where we wrap it up. Of course, reminding you though, get prepped, get ready for Sunday, ULP Christmas lunch.
Who tell ever bring wild meat then? You?
No, I
it's
don't.
A question now.
I not a wild meat man. My wild meat is fish.
That's the wildest you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't take them Manico and Guana and Booty and them kind of things. So, no.
I'm not a wild man either.
But
yeah. those who enjoy those swear by them, eh? Swear by them, boy. Tell you how sweet Manico be, how sweet Guana be, or whatever. Listen, you eat your sweet meat. I'm proud of you, but it ain't going in my mouth.
Well, it's a good thing we're in Dominica because they might have mountain chicken on the table.
Well, that takes the discussion to a whole
different level.
Other level. Well, a man just messaged me on WhatsApp and tell me all he wants is guana.
All he wants is guana.
Hey.
Well, like I said, guana.
You know something? On Sunday, then we had to pick out a few scoopers, right? Especially those who are flown in. And we sitting down with them because they're running all the drinks, eh? We ain't spending money, eh? Yeah. Them running all the drinks.
Oh.
We go eat.
Bring drinks.
Bring the vittles now. And if only anything with the scoop table, walk with it one time.
Yeah, that's true. We'll just do the collection one time there. All right, so looking forward to all being all parts of the ULP Christmas lunch indeed this coming Sunday from midday. Party headquarters. Only $60 a plate. All right? $60 a plate. But don't pack up too much, eh?
I'm just about to ask you, what size plate we talking about there?
Yeah, don't
I can bring a kappa.
Because you might very well.
I go bring a kappa.
A kappa?
Yeah, a kappa.
Come on, Francis, you get a.
That's all right, you know. He likes to find himself at the end of the line.
Well, that will be enough
and watch
for
him plate.
To find himself at the end of the line.
You know, Julian has like two. He watch your plate and he watch your face. Right? He watch your plate and he watch your face. So he watch your plate. And he want to see with me. Oh, it's you. $100 for that man. $100, comrade. And somebody has the same plate before me, you know. $20, $25. But me, boy, Julian, boy, I tell you, boy. You know, I just if I see you by the line, I go wait till you take an intermission, like a bathroom break, and I go join the line then. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to see all the comrades this Sunday at the event, where we got fellowship. It's beautiful the way the ULP. So she going to bring a wash basin. Yeah. Oh, I was waiting something, but it might not be really all this. Let me hush him out. Yes. All right. Good.
Guys, have a good one. God's willing. Back with you tomorrow morning. Keep it all here on the Star.
On Sunday, December 17th, the Unity Labour Party invites all to its Christmas lunch from 12 noon at the ULP headquarters, Dunries Road. This